And welcome back to Trial of Cthulhu.
I don't know what's about to happen to me.
Yes. You got stabbed in the leg. So, you kind of wake up in the pit where the others have kind of slapped you to a little bit and realise that you now have a rather sore wound on your leg. This is trying to talk to you. Because everybody is now sporting a minor mouth in various parts of their body.
Okay, so it was just to get where the mouth is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all know you said that we were getting mouths. You could have just told me that that's what the stab was for.
Well, yeah, if you'd said that, then, we would have known and then we would have told you. Yeah, it's
Look,
fine.
we didn't
Okay,
have foreknowledge.
I don't even have to scroll up. I see Serpentis saying, because guess what, mate? We all have mouths now.
Serpentis is a master of spoilers.
I mean, that was last week. That was said during the mess that was the session. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it was last week.
Everyone has now had the catching up for you for last week. She stabs you. She does a ritual. Everyone grows a minor mouth, and then she does a Deadliest Game style fight.
And
that's why you all died. Okay.
Yep.
And she basically she spent a lot of her pool trying to stab one person and messed up a lot.
That's why she waited the next day to do the fight, so that she could refresh the pool.
Okay, then. So that's why we were getting
Also, she has a separate pool for stabbing you for the grid.
I'd like to think I nearly emptied it out nonetheless.
It was what, 5 rolls of a 1?
Yeah, she rolled like 5 1s and a 2 and got me on strike 7.
we were also getting like punched. And then it basically dissolved into we got shanked a lot.
Then she threw her spear into me.
Also, we only had we also took damage from being stabbed. I took 5 points of damage and went into -2 during that.
Yeah, because we were all reduced to single digits at the end of the pit fight. So
I tried to go Ash from Housewares on the dang mouth. It didn't work.
Begin with, didn't we?
Pardon?
Didn't most of us have single-digit health to begin with? Because
it was reset to a D6, basically.
Yeah.
After we got pummeled over that bonk over the head. Also, we did not get
I remember that part.
We were also not allowed to refresh any pools, so we basically had no pools to smack the lady with.
Do we refresh now then?
Yes, you're on your way to Mexico.
Yeah, there's been a full refresh.
Yo ho, Mexico.
Probably via Los Angeles, because that seems like the most logical place to stop off.
If you weren't going
Well, I'm assuming you guys will want to refresh your stability pools. Or are you going to go straight on? So I am having trouble talking today, so I'm going to be stammering a little bit more than usual. And it's all gone quiet. Hello? Oh, I don't think they can hear me. How's that? Right.
Hello?
There we go.
Oh, you're back.
Hey, Discord's not actually done that to me for ages, so it actually confused me.
I was kind of glad, because I swear, someone was halfway through a sentence, I was just waiting for
Okay, so it wasn't my internet connection in Discord.
Yeah, it happened to everybody.
Oh, that's good.
Well. Technical difficulties.
Yep.
At least it didn't take long. Anyway, as you were saying, Karen?
You're met in Los Angeles by an old guy in a hat. He's holding a sign up that has all of your names on it. He looks a little familiar.
Jesus, or what was his name again?
Genial. Genial Broker, I think was his name.
Yep, Genial Broker.
Anyway.
That's what it says on your character sheet.
It is now,
Call
then.
me Gene.
Hello, Gene.
This is going to sound crazy. He gives you a wink. I had a dream. Tell you about it later. He told me to meet you here. Today. Now.
I'm sorry. Come along.
Wait, does Gene have a mouth too, or is...
No, Gene's only just arriving.
Cheating bastard.
There was not much of he basically Gatto got one on his hand, smashed his hand into the wall, it grew back.
As a
The
The
stomp.
mouth, not the hand.
The mouth grew
Okay, I
back.
was gonna say
No,
it's
no,
pretty
just the mouth.
impressive.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's currently back on the island with a huge library of books, acting as like an oracle for you.
Back on the island with the family
Okay, I heard
priest
about
and
a
his
quarter
girl.
of that, Serpentis.
Sorry.
You'd think
Mhm.
after how long is it, 8 years or something, we'd have figured shit like this out.
Nah.
You would, but apparently not.
What, mute buttons? Impossible. Mute buttons don't exist.
I more meant the not opening loud things near the mic, but
Sorry.
The thing about near the mic is relatively relative.
It is relatively relative, I'll give you that.
Well, anyway, we've already known all the relevance out of this. Let's continue on. And as I shot the conversation dead. Mexico.
Mexico. Yep. So after a quick drop off, picking up your new clergy gardener.
Gardener.
Gardener's the most important thing. So you've got everyone's stats up here.
Serpentis.
Here I thought I was retired.
You never retire
I
from
guess when
fighting
the Lord
monsters.
needs you, the Lord needs you.
Right. So you make your normal like get-togethers and all that as you drive off. Drive, fly. Are you picking up what's the face's plane?
Uh-huh. I mean the lady's plane
Yeah.
from
Probably gonna
Winston
be a
Rogers'
single
plane.
dump
Yeah,
phone,
I can't remember what the pilot's name is because he stopped being a character in session 1.
Yeah,
We
true.
don't need him.
We
There you go.
finally need him.
I guess he's
Sorry
coming
we
back now.
sort of left you. But hey,
Look,
at least you account for it, right?
it's not our fault that her cousin came through, kicked him out of the seat, said, "I fly this plane."
I excuse me. I believe Gatto showed up with a better, shinier airplane with minibar.
Now how's Gato gonna fly one-handed now?
To be honest, it's going to
How
be quite impressive for this guy because he saw you, a couple of 3-4 months ago, and you all look fine. Now he's meeting you again, and you've probably aged a few years in that much time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're all covering certain parts of your body.
Gene will mention he looks better. You look better than he thought you would.
I have this so I'm having this I have this weird
Seem healthy, eh?
So the thing is that I have this weird thing where I have a pauldron pad on my right for my right shoulder, essentially covering that's sitting over my shirt or over my clothes, just to make sure that is that just in case the mouse munches through my clothing. Or
Which it's
can I
trying to do
that?
constantly.
Yes.
It wants to bite. It wants to rip. It wants to
Well, I
shout
have
nonsense at you. So yeah.
Well, thankfully, I have the first order thingy majiggy of or first or second order thingy majiggy of anti-self indulgence.
The order of self restraint. Or yeah, I'm not talking about.
Yeah, restraint to the self, whatever.
It's
So
on
yeah, you're not too far off. All right, so
it's in here
Mexico.
somewhere. Where is it? The ritual of self-denial.
There we go. That's the one.
That's what it is.
Which it seems like Gato is failing spectacular at.
Which Gatto is currently getting currently getting training to be able to use, among other things.
Oh, yeah. Those of us who did get that ritual, does that impact in any way?
Yes, it does. Basically, your mouth is less active than everyone else's.
Cool.
So basically, you and Fortunato are fine. Jimmy's mouth is a lot more active.
Yep.
Be a lot less of a pain in the ass.
He didn't get stabbed there.
Yeah, I didn't really have much of a choice in that regard. I was just getting stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Orcs exist.
So,
Mm-hmm.
how long do you think it would take you? Let's add 2 weeks to the timer.
Just in general, like hither and thithering.
Oh yeah, I need you guys to teach me the ritual you learned. I don't know what it's called. Audio's not so good in dreams.
Self-denial, read my self-help book.
So I think
Very
two
important.
weeks to kind of get from Bangkok to Los Angeles, get yourself sorted, and then head south seems realistic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, you're arriving
That's
in Mexico
great.
City.
I was gonna say it's great. Just the doom clock in the background.
Background, I've just posted that for you all to see. The doom clock is
Yes,
well
we
and
can't see the end of the doom clock.
You've
truly.
posted the current date. That is not. That doesn't tell us what the doom.
No, but it reminds you there is a doom clock.
Look,
I-
it's not all is not lost until they start boarding up the shops. When the shops all close, then we're in trouble.
Oh God, are we working on the Waffle House index?
No.
No.
It's from the board game.
Oh,
The,
yeah, we're
the,
working on the Waffle House index.
the Waffle House Index is an amazing thing to actually work,
It
though.
really is.
Adding it to the list. I'll look it up later.
Yeah, no,
You
look it up.
seriously don't? Oh my God.
No, the Waffle House is amazing. Right,
Makes me hungry for one. Too bad there's no Waffle Houses in Texas.
How
That's-
are there
that's
no
a bad
Waffle
thing.
Houses in Texas?
No
What?
check Google Maps. Anyway,
if the Waffle House Index is true, that's a bad thing.
anyway, so we continue on.
Yeah, so Mexico City, 1937, is not the big city it is today. It's a series of large towns that have like green
Slowly
in between.
incorporating.
It hasn't hit that like massive uptick yet.
Sounds like Rome.
I hear you messing around the background there, Sarah.
I was just gonna say it sounds kind of like Rome in the old days.
So it's quite a diverse city because, of course, each of these little towns has got its own little feel to it. But it is also relatively lawless, so you won't have any trouble with your guns or anything like that. Because
Great,
Yeah.
great. I do have a long wooden box. Sorry, a long wooden case.
Is it a violin case for just out of curiosity? Okay.
I somehow doubt that. Yeah.
it says here, it's
You're
a big
not
diverse city, and the federal district offers legal and illegal solutions to almost any logistical problem, providing you have the credit rating.
My God, we lost the.
Can you
Oh,
go through that one
man.
a bit slower, please?
So
The important part was at the end, and it was credit rating.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, the federal district offers legal and illegal solutions to almost every logistical problem, provided the investigators have the credit rating.
Hey, guess what? We don't have anymore.
Yep.
Well, we have a little bit of credit. I mean, I have like 2 credit rating.
Jesus Christ, how are you getting by that?
I don't have that much money. Why do you think I'm on this job?
He's thief.
Actually, what is credit rating to?
I've got 4, but I've reduced it by one getting here.
Alright. So, do you guys know what you're up to in Mexico?
It's been a bit. There's like just one more kink of the cult here, and we're trying to. And supposedly they said the lady had her on her notes saying that the Mexican branch probably had the final part of the location of the of where the stomach would be, right?
Yeah.
The last clue we need to bust this case wide open.
Here's open.
Alright. Can you remember any of your other clues? I actually looked at your notes for a while.
It's okay. So we have.
I can fill you in if you want. I'll see
Yeah,
if you
that's-
see what you can remember.
Look, if this is all going to come down to a multiple choice answer question at the end, we're all doomed.
We're boned.
We know that.
Something about the Himalayas. They're in the Taiwan mountains. There's like we got a specific mountain and where it's at. We just need one more bit of geological data to figure out where we're going, right?
No, I meant more about, do you know what your clues for Mexico?
I freely admit I do not know much of Mexico
We're
because I don't think
we're
we've really discussed
terrible
it since we
investigators.
saw off.
It's
the
been a
first
week.
It's been a whole week.
It's been 2 for me, and we didn't talk about Mexico at all.
We
got-
when I was there.
Look, we got stabbed last episode. All right.
All right, so
We're
what
all pretty much suffering some psychic shock from last episode, and I mean the players.
you've had a couple of mentions of them. They were mentioned in Tramel's book, and you also found the record in
Right, it's the idol group.
Mexico's
Someone
Got
speak
Talent.
in, please.
The band.
What?
So yeah, you found the Lord's Records recording in Longman's house in Bangkok, and you like to listen to it. You also,
yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, you also have Tremel talking about how they're fairly certain that they'll make a breakthrough with the recordings soon.
Oh, so this is the guy who was making the mouth music, right? This is where he had his mouth record, which he used to listen to while he was high on nectar.
Well, the guy who in Bangkok was.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
guy in the
Sonaki-
back camp was, and that's our lead to these guys over here because they were making the stuff. Okay, so we need to look up the record, the music, the latest music companies, or one specific music company.
Do we still have the record?
No.
And
Oh
does
yeah,
it
no,
have
yeah.
a date on it?
Well, I did. No, okay, yeah, I did steal the record. I remember correctly.
Yes, you were very
Okay.
specific. You stole the record.
Yes. So I guess we can just flip it over and see what does it have a maker's mark on it?
Yeah, probably have the poster box for the recording studio. If you want to buy many more fine records like this.
Excellent.
So yes, you have a posted PO box, kind of on it.
But that's to a post. I mean, that's to a postage box, so not really to the recording studio itself.
Yeah, well, most places don't, stick where their recording studios are to the public. If you have big stars, you don't want people just wandering up to your recording studio.
How fortunate then that we can spend credit rating to find that information.
Oh, there's
Yes,
other options. PO boxes tend to be quite, actually listed. Even if they're not in the place of the record, the PO box location will be listed.
All right, then we can go find the PO box location.
All right.
The PO box.
So you take a trip to your local library. Use library use. Somebody has library
I have
use.
that.
Yep.
I think. Hang on. Why is that not written in? I should have 2 points of that. Give me a second. I have that. Scribbles furiously. Yes, I will spend a point of library use for this.
Excellent. So you quickly find the location.
Here, Jimmy, hold this long case for me. Don't open it.
I don't think you like the mariachi out of the Mexico films. Once upon a time, Mexico.
I did like that movie. The mere fact that no one understood why the gun couldn't fire, but mostly because it had a ring stuffed over the fucking barrel.
All right. So it's a large Art Deco post office. Hundreds of people must go through it every day. And it's like stone and metalwork. So the posted box is in like a very easy place to stake out. Which is good for you.
We'll just ship them a rather large and obvious package.
Yeah, I'll get a burrito.
Who speaks
that
Spanish,
large?
by the way?
No,
Yes.
the burrito's for me, not for the mailbox.
Okay.
Right.
I
It's
speak
been a
several
while since
languages,
we ate.
including Spanish. Why don't
Well,
I see
good.
language on here?
You're doing translation for me then.
Jimmy was okay when everyone spoke English.
Yep. And I'll be great once we stop back off in LA for the finale. But right now, yeah, struggling slightly.
What makes you think the finale's in LA?
Oh, America, I meant to say. Sorry.
Does anyone here speak whatever language they currently speak in the Himalayas? I can't remember where those are
I'm sure everywhere
right
speaks.
now.
I'm sure everywhere speaks credit rating. Only the problem is that our the most fluent person of that is gone.
Well, I'll just speak Latin at them. That's fine then.
Speak loud and loudly and slowly.
I mean, I think Mexico is pretty Catholic.
No, I speak Spanish, so that's not a problem.
I'm just saying you could probably genuinely get somewhere with Church Latin at least.
Oh yeah, yeah. Somewhere.
Probably straight to the local monastery. But
Alright, so you staking out, breaking in, going home, calling this a bad idea.
if
We already
were
know
gonna
it's
do
a
that,
bad
we would've
idea.
done it back in yeah. If we were gonna call it off because this is all a bad idea, we would have done that in Savannah.
The problem is that we have where
Malta.
our main issue is that we've kind of been given and that we've lost the ability to back out due to the fact that we have now been marked and marred.
Yeah.
Look, I had a dream. It said, "Come here, to help you guys out. Make sure this thing ends up dead."
Oh,
That's
it's
the Cliff
appreciated.
Notes sanitized version because I'm sure there were people listening.
Yeah.
There was
So-
something about lightning bolts. The sky turned black. There was a giant, horrible mouth and lots of smaller mouths that were somehow part of it. You know how dreams are. Stabbings occurred.
We're looking at each other like, yeah, dreams, totally.
Yep.
Look, if that it just means that it just means that the Almighty is looking after us. I'm more than happy if there's at least one of them that's deciding to pitch in and do a part of it.
Hey, when you're called, you go.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's your plans for the post box?
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Fortunato how his burrito is.
Can I shadow it, Gray?
Yes.
Do I
Shadowing a post box is
feel?
amazing.
Let's just check to see if it can spot you. No,
Oh,
the post
shit, it
box
does.
doesn't. You see the post box
Yeah.
staring right at you.
I have already implemented. I was wanting to stake out the post box.
Yep.
Do I need to roll concealer? Do you want me to roll concealer or something, Gray?
Nope. That'll be fine.
All right.
I'll hang out with you, and I'm keeping my box.
This is why I'm also eating my burrito while watching the post box. I'm sure there's probably a cafe somewhere where I can get myself a big ol' an enchilada or something.
All right.
I teach you how to say, "I'm waiting for my friend to come back with the burrito." If anyone starts giving you trouble, you say this. And if they keep giving you
look.
trouble, you say the second thing, which is, "He speaks Spanish, I don't."
I have I wave money and say enchilada. Please. It's Mexico. I'm sure that they're close enough to the American border that at least somebody they at least have some tourist crossbleed. So
All right. So you spend all day watching the box. Nothing happens.
no, I guess no one is coming to check their mailbox.
We could probably bribe someone to tell us who picks up from this post.
All right, I'll
from this
enter
post
the
box.
I will enter the post office with a confused. I don't have bargain. I don't have interrogate. God damn, I don't have. I have intimidation. Can I go and intimidate the post person?
Yes, of course you
I'm
can.
gonna go I can go and intimidate the postman clerk
All right.
and
So
want to. What's up?
you walk into the post office and start shouting in very slow English at the post office postman.
Poor Posty.
We haven't invented tourism yet.
What do you mean that I can't find this record company?
I'm going to
that's a-
allow it.
No, that's Italian. I'm sorry.
Your name. So is your name. And you've been
Well,
hanging out with Gato for the past
my
month and a half.
my very legitimate, my very legitimate, not monikered name. Yes.
You only know you've only heard what 3 foreign languages at this point.
Anyway, can I spend yes, great. Can I spend the time a day to hassle the clerk to get about this post office box that I'm trying to get in for this company?
Mm-hmm. Oh, nothing to do you on. Nothing to do with you guys, don't we? So yes.
I think we're all tired.
Oh, I'm shattered. Worked weekend and painted the room.
2020
Just
is
always
almost over,
tired
guys.
on Sundays.
2020 is almost over, guys.
Soon it'll be time for 2022 Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, I'm just tired on Sundays anyway.
Yeah, I get that.
Alright, so he won't understand a word you're saying. He'll look quite panicky that you're threatening him, because it's obviously you're threatening him. And this would be a good place for Genial to step in. And you'll
Oh, genial. Okay.
well,
I will, of course, walk up, long case being held at my side as normal. Excuse me, I speak English. Would you like me to translate?
I mean, speak Spanish.
I'm
You
speaking
speak-
Spanish to the clerk.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought you were.
yeah, I didn't know who you were talking to. Sorry.
Sorry, to the clerk. To the
Yes,
clerk. I'm
yes,
ignoring the
yes.
very angry American.
This man, I don't know what he's of. I think Fortunado's American.
Fortunato's American.
Question mark. We'll continue on with that. I was born in America.
Fortunato thinks Fortunato's American. Isn't that the important part?
No.
Look, I have no other
What
language.
it says on his freaking passport.
Haven't those been
I
invented? I thought those were a World War II thing.
I am fully registered American. All right. Completely legal.
Stop trying to be Russian.
Yeah, the Cold War hasn't started yet. Anyway. Yeah, the clerk will be, yes, please. I don't know what he's talking about, but he's seemingly angry.
Okay, great. Sure, yeah, no problem. I've dealt with this kind of thing a couple of times. I will not spend a point of reassurance, even though I have several. Sir, please, calm down. This poor man, he does not speak English.
I know
what do
he
you
doesn't.
need?
I know he doesn't speak English. I'm just trying to hassle him. We're doing a flow. Wait. Okay, anyway, this record company owed me money, and they have not paid me money, and this is the only place that gave me for information.
I will translate this to the clerk. Let me know if there would be a reassurance or bargain spend.
No, he's already got intimidation, so it's fine. Call closed, so it's not a spend at this point.
Okay.
Oh wait, the record company, box 1629.
1629. Yes.
Yeah. They haven't been in for days, like weeks.
Charlatans, I tell you. Charlatans and communists. Wait, that's nothing yet.
No, communism is definitely a thing.
Communism's a thing. They just took over Russia.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Now your Russian
Charlatan-
accent makes sense. Good work.
You're now a Russian spy.
Charlatans and fraudsters, I tell you.
Is there any way I can get him to go away?
He would like to know where to find them. Is there
Second.
anywhere we could get that information?
I'm not allowed to give you to, but I am about to sort this box. And I need to look at that one later. And he puts a record card on the table while he pretends to sort through the other stuff, handily facing in your direction.
Very useful.
I will look at this record card.
I immediately memorize it.
Yeah.
It's written in Spanish.
Yes. Postal box 1629 is rented by Jonathan Brooks of the Lulz Record Company. Forwarding address 33 Morales Avenue, Coyoacan, Mexico, DF.
Cool. I will tell this guard many calming things in English that hopefully no one around here can speak, and offer to get him a burrito.
Burrito, yes, I'm hungry. This is angry. This is angry work. And then I
And we
will
will
find.
leave.
Then we'll find this guy and give him what for.
I always assume I'm being watched. That's why I'm still alive.
I apologize. I just wanted to do an angry Italian accent for some reason.
Yeah, and for some reason it turned into Russian halfway through.
Yeah,
Which was
angry-
great.
Even he doesn't know which cover base nation he is.
Which nation is offending today?
Look,
Which
I
nation have you
have-
stolen the rights and privileges of today, Discard?
let's discard thing for
It's Fortunato, I know.
Fortunato,
I've just-
yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Gene hasn't met Fortunato doesn't know him very well, but
Probably already thinks he's a bit crazy. Then again, everyone here is a bit crazy at this point.
he
Thankfully-
saw a horrifying mouth under a shrubbery. He understands. He thinks he's a bit crazy.
Yeah, he hasn't seen the mouth on the other people yet.
Not yet.
Look, we're not going to a public bath, all right? The shirt and pauldron strap stays on. As I'm wearing essentially, basically, Fallout and the iconic, the jury rigged falter gear.
I was thinking you were going to go with the
You
half
mean
cape,
the
but
Raider gear?
No,
No,
not
he
the
means the
Raider
jury rigged armored volt suit from Fallout 3.
gear. Yeah,
Oh.
that's the essentially the leather parts of that are on my shoulder. The shoulder part of that is on my thing.
I speak video game trivia fluently.
Life must be hard for you.
It could have been something useful.
No, people don't get interested in useful stuff. There's the theory, isn't there, that everyone in the world has got that one stupid subject that they know more about than anyone else.
Yep. Are you guys
Yeah.
securing us a hotel, by the way? Well, me and Discard secure us a location.
That sounds like a plan.
Or
I
do
can
none
go
of you
ahead
speak
and do that.
Spanish?
I speak Spanish.
Hotels
Okay,
will have someone who speaks English anyway.
Yes, but those hotels are all ripoffs.
Ah.
Wait, no, tourism hasn't been invented yet.
I mean, they're probably still on ripoffs because they're being run by
Probably.
foreigners.
Without tourism, you're just a legitimate traveller.
Man of world, as they would say.
Alright, so you have an address, the record studio, and one rather confused looking clerk.
Yes, as you got harangued by an Englishman. Look, it's one of the rare times you feel like you can spin intimidation and not it turn into a thing with the cops or something.
Yeah, it is kind of like you can intimidate like lowly bureaucrats without like starting a fight.
Mm-hmm. But now we will, after getting another burrito, go off to deal with to go see what this record company is all about.
Why do I
And
think
then-
Fortunado's going to leave Mexico like 3 sizes larger than he entered?
Look,
We're working on it.
authentic Mexican food's pretty fucking good. All right.
Yeah, it's actually quite good. Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
live in Texas, and the only thing I got is fucking Tex-Mex. You know what I mean?
You ever have a real ass tortilla instead of that crap that you get from basically everywhere?
Yeah. No, you get an actual fucking thing. I don't know. I don't know if any of my tortillas have actually been legit. They all been question mark tortilla.
Alright, so what's your next plan?
We have plans now.
Okay, what's your next blind action?
All right. Look up this location go look up this location on in the library, I guess, to get more information on it, or just go stake out this new place. Is it like a different city you said, or where is it at?
No, it's part of Mexico. It's just a different section.
Mexico's a big country, though.
Mexico
It's worth
City.
dropping gas.
It's all
yeah.
this is in Mexico City.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. Can I again? So the Aztecs scored it beforehand.
Tenochtitlan.
Yeah. I'm terrible at pronouncing anything Aztec.
To be fair,
That's fine.
everyone is who isn't a native speaker.
Is it not a dead language or what?
Pretty dead.
It's just that a lot of its like stuff is not the sort of thing that we English speakers are natively able to say easily.
Yeah.
It's confusing because we use the same alphabet, but not always for the same thing.
Also, it hasn't been called Tenochtitlan since it was burned down by the Spanish. So,
Yeah, it's valid.
Definitely not an Istanbul, Constantinople bit. Anyway, that was an
Yeah,
aside.
going to go take a look at this new place.
All right. So, the Studio de Malania. Single-story building. Looks nice. It looks like it's converted office, but in a modern part of Kaikan.
Does it have vehicles outside, or are we not in the time of
No, there's
constant
there's car park, but it's empty.
Yeah, we
Well,
can't
that-
afford to rent a car everywhere we go anymore.
I mean, we can. It's just going to be a shitty
You
car,
you
and it's
do
gonna
have a
take us-
stipend. You do have a stipend from Janet Winston's watches, which you have not
right.
touched at all.
Oh
you do-
yeah, how much interest have we gained on that?
No, that's not. You haven't withdrawn it. It's basically she's got expenses from her.
essentially Gato has been bankrolling this entire thing.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but you do actually have a wealthy benefactor who you will not have to actually call upon. But for her, this has been cheap.
For
We
us,
should
it's
still
just
probably not abuse that like we were.
Yeah, you can abuse
Gatto.
Gatto because Gatto was spending his own money.
And she kind of encouraged us to. Because yay, cousins.
Yay!
yay the idle rich.
Yay, the idle rich who kind of don't like each other much.
It's not my fault that my ancestors did a thing her ancestors moderately disagreed with.
Wait, were you not?
What,
Wait,
be
you're,
Italian?
We're cousins. We're not brother and sister. His great grandfather, or possibly one of his uncles.
Also, you're not here.
The important thing is it happened in the past, at least 10 years ago. So why make a fuss about it?
anyway, we continue on. So it looks good, all that kind of such. I'm gonna case around the building. All right. Do I need to?
You
Can I shadow the building?
Nope, you can have a quick wander around. Building seems to be open. Yeah. Doors.
We're before the time of air conditioning, right?
Yeah.
They've probably got fans though.
They got fans. The windows are open.
I didn't take Streetwise. I should have taken Streetwise. Or maybe Discard should have spent one of his 2 points on learning some Spanish.
Am I on one or two streetwise points or what?
But one of your 2, I got level up points from the end of last session.
No, those were in the first aid, so I can at least stabilize somebody who died.
Well, everybody's got first aid then.
Yes, we all decided it was a good idea to at least be able to restore one hit point to
went in
ourselves or
pretty strong.
others.
Assuming after you pulled me out of the pit, you all begged me to teach you at least how to, cover a wound.
Yeah.
No, they learned it from the blind old lady.
Anyway, so I don't know. Do we want to just skip to the 10 point and set it on fire right now, or do you want to go through the front door?
I mean, we probably need to learn something about the place.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
Trouble is, you don't speak Spanish, and I don't speak street.
Well, can we work together and I don't know, go into their neighbors and ask them about the location?
Find the word on the street about the place we're gonna break into.
Do you want to street? Can we
Yeah,
streetwise?
I'd love to. Oh, I'd love to do that.
Can I work with this?
Yeah, you can work together.
Yay. Would it be
Just
a
call me
Cork-
Padre. I'm officially back on the
Corklu or a
job.
spin, Gray?
Hmm?
Corklu or a spin?
Alright. I'll just be called Clue. No, they said that the locals have known the record studio. It was set up years ago. It seems to have been in decline. It started off, there was quite a lot of people there, quite often, but they barely seen anyone apart from Victor in the last few weeks.
And that's the guy who was on the mailbox, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, the mailbox was an English name.
Yeah, who was the mailbox put out to?
Jonathan Brooks.
Jonathan Brooks.
And
I want to research this name, but I don't know how to research it because Google doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Libraries.
Yeah.
Census offices, but I'm not sure if that works the same as it does on my end of things. But libraries would have most public records, at least.
I know, but just trying to figure out who this Jonathan Brooks is.
Yeah, you'd have to do some actual sleuthing.
All right. Well, I don't have library use, so
do.
We can split this off for somebody else. It's probably the major problem is that all the libraries are in Spanish. Kind of how the pain in the rear when you're in Spain.
Yep. So, yeah, the locals say that, yeah, they think just Victor's living there at the moment. They think he's actually living there. They see lights on. Yeah, he seems to be living in the studio. Yeah.
And Victor, is he a local guy? Is he from out of town?
Yeah, Victor Cortez. He's local.
Or is his family new to the area? Have they been here for a while?
They don't know that much about him. They've just seen him passing in the street a few times. He's one of those people who's nodding turns with his neighbours.
Yeah.
People who've worked there have noticed that the lights are on at all hours, and he seems to be the only person they've seen in weeks. He goes out, comes back with food, but mainly just stays inside with the door shut. They don't think the recording studio has done any proper business in weeks.
Well then, worth kicking down the door and just look and talking to this Victor man, I guess. Because don't really have many other leads and not really many ways to sleuth up this man's name. So there's this other guy who has the.
We could definitely check out a local if I'm assuming there's a newspaper archive around somewhere we could check out, probably a library use spend.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I can go do that.
Alright, a quick trip for the local library. Cortez's name isn't used, doesn't come up that often. Just in a few things about records and stuff like that. He seems to be a low level kind of producer. Assuming you're looking at Brooks as well.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Again, there's not that
the recording studio.
Again, there's not that much on them. The most important thing you can see is a marriage certificate, declaration in the papers between a Brooks and a de la Luz. They seem to have got married about 5 years ago.
Wasn't Luz the name of the woman who was singing on that track?
Yeah, it's also name of the record, Luz Records.
Okay.
It does put in there a different name as well. Let's just see if we can find it. Because it's Luz is a stage name, right, from the way you see it. I can't find it. It's not that important anyway. But yeah, looks like Luz isn't her original name. It's like a stage name she's adopted. But yeah, apart from that, not really much about it. Looks like they've been fairly quiet.
All right. Well, with that in hand, then I do agree. We should actually head and have a look around them.
Yep, we'll want to meet up with the rest of the guys, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Load the minigun onto the tank.
Fucking, I wish we had that available.
They haven't been invented yet.
Well, the Gatling gun has.
Yeah, the
Like,
Gatling.
there's World War One. Machine guns are very much a thing.
Get a
Mhm.
Maxim gun.
Maximum gun and into a war tank.
Yeah, but it's on Gatto's plane.
Yeah, this is a fair point.
Anyway, what's your walking in, locksmith, driving through the wall?
Tunneling through the wall would be a surprise, but I think locksmithing maybe is the first choice.
Yeah, I don't think we need to Mohawk just yet.
Well then, let's just go and shake down our first lead.
Enter the studio of madness.
Dun-dun.
Guess what, Discard? You can intimidate this guy too.
Right. The lock pops open. You're doing this at night, I assume.
Yes.
Sure, I'll. Yes.
Not dumb enough to do this in broad daylight.
I'm just checking.
There's probably a back door.
Door.
Totally loot raid the place while he's out getting food and then have an ambush ready for when he returns.
I
I mentioned this as an option.
I pop up the lock and we go in as I do as I would normally do.
What? Loud.
When have I ever been loud,
No.
Gray? I mean, the one time I was on my own, I was meticulous. All right.
Yeah. All right. So stealth.
Got
All right.
that.
Okay.
Wait,
Here's a
no, I
question: Am I not gerrymandering, not jury rigging?
Jury-rigging?
Am I
Genie?
grandfathering in everyone else in my stealth roll, Gray?
Up to you. Do you think you can go in there and get a drop on him on your own?
Oh, no. I don't
I
have
mean,
stealth.
I can make a stealth roll, so I can go in with. Which at least
Yeah.
means you wouldn't be grandfathering me.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I'll do a +3 on my stealth. Oh, that's shadowing. Stealth is over here. So I'll do a +3 on my stealth, and we'll see if I can grandfather in everyone.
Before you roll, do we want somebody to wait outside and in case of visitors, unexpected guests?
I mean, you're the one. We need you in because everyone speaks Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'm just saying in general, do we want somebody to wait outside?
Tullius watch the door.
Alright.
All right, 9 stealth in,
All right.
and I'll spend 2 points to grandfather in detective man and gentleman.
All right.
Mr. Detective and the cleric to the trees.
All right.
I'm
You
a
enter
hedge
the,
priest. What can I
you
say?
enter the building.
Mhm.
Art Deco
Okay.
style, wooden carpet, traditional Mexican folk art. It's not a big area. I mean, you're through the lobby as it is in seconds. There's a single sound engineering room, and an office. In the lobby, there's a bathroom, an engineering room, an office, and that's it.
Is the office unlocked?
What was the last? Do we have any idea where the guy is sleeping? Does he snore? Do we notice which
Yeah.
room had the lights go off in the most?
You'll notice that no one's sleeping in it's basically the lobby's open. The only place you would be sleeping is the office, you think.
All right,
You
then.
can see into the sound room because it's got that soundproof glass on it.
At least the rooms are soundproof already.
I would totally sleep in the sound room because of the soundproofing.
Hold on. We will slink through the office and see if anything pops out by evidence collection using red light filters over our hand torches.
Right. Opening the office door, you'll see a man asleep on the bed. Oh, I say bed. Couch.
Futon.
Futon.
Cot.
Same.
Couch.
Apart from that, nothing else seems out of order.
We will slink in. We will close the door ever so gently behind us. I will motion for our detective friend to pull out his gun.
I will
To-
happily do so.
And before we start up, is there can I scan the room for anything that he would use for a blunt weapon?
There's several things, that could be used. Your standard like paperweights and stuff like that. Revolver, that could be a blunt weapon.
All right, I will secure his revolver from where we
Revolver. I was going to say use pickpocket to check under his pillow, but hey, he's got his revolver in the open.
He's got it like next to the bed where he could easily grab it.
Yeah.
All right, then I will make sure that I grab his revolver first. Is that a stealth check, right?
No,
What?
He's still asleep. If you pass your stealth check for the scene, I'm not going to make you roll multiple times.
All right,
Thanks.
I'll take the revolver and I'll take then I will remove the bullets from it,
Right.
and I will hand it to the gentle priest where he can point it at also point it at him.
I grip it by the barrel in that two-fingered grip of distaste and set it next to the door gently. Make a shooing motion.
The gun gets up and walks off.
Right, that's it. Case is opening. Full battle posture.
And I
Full
will.
stab.
Is there a light switch in here or a lamp?
Yeah, there'll be a lamp. Light switch.
All right, I will pick up the lamp. I will put it next to his eyes, and I will turn it on
Ooh,
with it right in his face.
that's mean.
That's mean.
He'll jump up and pretty much just scream in like a very high pitched voice, "I've got a gun!"
And I will put my foot on his chest and push him back down.
Huh.
And I will stand. So the thing, the gif where the guy puts his basically the spiced rum thing where the Captain Morgan's.
You're leaning on your knee, which is on on the leg on his chest.
Yes.
Yeah. My friend says you had a gun.
You had gun. You have no gun now. What we have questions. You have knowledge.
My friend says what you have that is more effective than a gun is information.
Ah. You're not going to kill me. You're not from the other lot. You're not from Los Angeles. You're American. You're from Los Angeles. Of course you're going to kill me.
We've been Los Angeles. We've been Singapore. We've been Malta.
I can speak Spanish very well. There's no need to speak Pigton.
Yeah,
Okay,
because he can't understand a word you're saying.
I understand.
I am translating freely.
Fair enough. We've been to Malta. We've been to Singapore. We've been to LA. We have been many places. We are here now.
I add 2 additional places to the list of places that we've been.
You're from the cold.
reason.
Oh god, you're from the cold.
And now we want to know what okay. What does it want to know here again?
We want to know about the cult. You should probably tell him that we're not with the cult at all.
I mean, is he more effectively afraid of the cult, or is he more effectively afraid of
Well,
okay,
put it this way, he's probably more likely to cooperate if he doesn't think we're going to kill him.
okay.
Plan.
All right. I'll take my foot off his chest, and the Terran can tell him we're not with the cold. We're just here to stop it.
Oh, thank god. Thought I was going crazy. No, you've got to stop them. They're crazy.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, we're just as crazy.
Don't worry. We're on a mission from God.
I like to say that's what he says and that's what you translate it to. basically means the same thing.
I will spend a reassurance if necessary. Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
and an assess.
What do you want to
honesty as
know?
needed.
What do you know?
Mouths attached to mouths make nectar. Nectar is mouths attached to eldritch creature. Not good. We attend to A, plug mouth, B, find out where stomach is. C, don't know
Mouths?
shit about what.
Stomach?
Okay, don't worry about that.
What?
Okay. Look, do you want to know more? Do you want to know more?
No.
Yep.
No. No.
Good. You don't need to know more. Just tell us about what happened around here.
Oh god. Look, I'm just like the producer. I just record the records, I ship them. Brooks hired me when he set the studio up. Good amount of money. But yeah, I didn't sign up for this. It's gone weird. I don't want to be in business anymore. It's just evil.
Where can we find Brooks?
Not sure. His house?
I make a go on gesture.
Yeah, it's look. It won't be at the record pressing site that burned down with Gyoto Gay inside.
Hmm.
The Tissue to Lulz keeps an apartment in Craycan. I went there once at Brooks' invitation. But it was drugs and fighting and I got out of it. She was furious at Brooks or something, I don't know what. Lots of slipped out when they went to fight in the bedroom. It's just a couple of miles away from here. She might still live there, as far as I know.
So we got another name, another place, and they were having problems, and this is where they were making the music. Then
Yes, I had some musicians for them to play on the records. The regular drinkers, they go to the Caracan Club and other bars. I play every few nights. The lead guitarist is a man called Javier Luna. They might still be spending the money they got from Brooks. Javier. Javier. I can't. I'll copy
Javier.
paste. Javier? I don't know. How do you pronounce that?
Javier, I think it's
Javier.
Javier Luna, because I think the Spanish J is an H, basically. So, if I'm wrong, by
Pretty
the way,
sure.
I'm very sorry.
Foreign languages are hard.
Yeah.
I mean, they're an investigative skill.
Well, quite.
Look, I don't want to go home. The last time I did, men came pounding at the door. Men with Konoclav, Brooks' bodyguard, bottle or something. I snuck out back and haven't gone back since. That was a week ago.
Yeah.
Here's his townhouse address. It's somewhere downtown near Zocalo, but I don't remember where.
what were they hassling for you for?
I don't know. There's just
Were you?
yeah. Something about the records.
Can we do an assessed honesty?
Yeah, he's telling you the truth.
Okay. Something to do with the record. I mean, we listened to your records, so we have one of them.
Yeah.
Got this, and it was quite a listen to, but not nearly as much as one would. We haven't listened to this record after we got in the mouths, have we?
No.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Nor have we been on the Nectar thing and listened to them, have we?
I feel like that's a worse idea.
Yeah.
I understand that. Best things are left unknown,
Left unsaid, yeah.
unexperienced. All right. Well, going to his townhouse probably wouldn't be the best thing unless somebody was coming by. Unless we wanted to shadow somebody else. We have another name for another player in this, right? What was her name again?
Laetitia de la Luz. It's the name on the marriage certificate.
Well then,
So Brooks' wife, basically.
I guess that could be our next stop.
We know where her apartment is now.
Mhm.
I assume he told us since he's been there.
Yeah. He's giving you the address for her apartment and his apartment.
And we know the name and the hangout place for the musicians who were involved in the recording. How many records were made?
No,
How many different recordings, I should say, not how many impressions.
There's an album around somewhere. But I don't know, it slowed. Last time I saw him was told them they bought some recording equipment off me. I think they're doing their own recordings now. I don't know, but he's talking about how they had to restrain themselves and they come and play those records with someone called La Boca.
The Baka.
The mouth.
Oh,
Spanish.
God.
Because they couldn't bring him in directly, I guess.
After he translates that, I'm going to turn and I look to spit, but then realize that it would be impolite, so I look for a trash can and spit in there.
I think the only reason they've not burned this place down is I think they might need it or me.
All right. I had a thought for a moment there. Oh yeah, no. I will politely place his bullets back on the nightstand, and look, thank you for your cooperation. Do you need any assistance, good sir?
No, I'm just trying to survive this.
Don't worry.
He goes up and grabs an album and hands it to you. This is everything I have. They don't sell. So, I have a few special orders, but no one's really interested in them.
This barely does not pay rent. Gotcha.
Can we expense him a hotel room for a week or two?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Can we expense him a means out of
No, just a hotel room. Someplace that the bad guys won't know where to go looking for him immediately.
I mean, they haven't came here and looked for him here yet. So
it won't be a spend for a hotel room for a few nights.
Well, that's why I was asking if it was if something we could expense account.
You can do expense account an extra room. This guy's important information. You can make a good claim for that.
Safe house for informant.
All right, so the album is given. So do you know, actually, it's an interesting little sidebar. Do you know why albums are called albums?
Why are they called albums?
To put them, when it was 78, he actually had an album to put them in.
Yep, because you can only record one or two songs a side. Yep. Yeah, you could only record one or two songs a side.
Huh.
And so, because you couldn't fit more than two songs, you had a photo album just with record of 3 pages. So that's how you had your album.
Huh. Fair enough.
Always do love etymology.
Yeah. Of course, when LPs came along, they were able to cram everything on. But
no one called them albums because it was what they were already familiar with. Technically, LP is actually a trademark term.
Yeah. And those albums were, so yeah, I suppose that's where that came from. Alright, so yeah, this is about 6 records in there. So, what was it, 12 songs? But apart from that, they're pretty nondescript. There's not really any cover album, it's just like a leather-bound album. So, nothing of that much interest. Alright. Anything else you want to ask?
I got nothing. Anyone else got anything?
I'm outside, so.
Oh yeah, fair point.
I believe that's everything we need to know.
All right. He thanks you profusely for the hotel, grabs his few belongings and runs.
Probably wise.
Yeah, he's
I will probably attempt to tackle him on the way out because I don't know what's going on.
No. Let him go.
Friend,
Yeah, tackling with your mouth is a bad idea. Oh yeah, so basically there's now a chance that your extra mouth will bite anybody. If you roll a 6 in scuffling, you get an extra attack. But you can accidentally bite people. Your mouth is also hungry. Although if you're
Always
using the ritual
bloody-
self-denial, it's not as hungry as it would be. And it will try and bite you if it's not fed anything else. They're lovely
seems like
things.
the rock plan was the best plan.
Alright, so where's your next
Oh
story?
god, I just realized something.
What?
The guy we learned that ritual from, his mouth was on his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
How did the mouths get on us?
We
Stabbed.
got stabbed by a spear.
Yeah. And his mouth is significantly larger than ours.
What I miss? I guess back.
That had to have been quite unpleasant.
Or else there's more than one ways to get a mouth.
It's just depending. It seems like one can force a mouth on somebody due to a ritual of some sort, being marked with nectar first, which either which is basically links them to the stomach, or
Could have just eaten some.
Or we've seen no one that was on nectar sprout a mouth via nectar alone.
We don't know how What's-Her-Face got hers, and we don't know how Desert Man got his.
We didn't ask, did we?
I mean, our only point of contact with how this happened is someone stabbed you with a spear.
What did I miss?
We were talking about how you got mouths.
Okay. So are we done? We finished interrogating what's his face?
Yep. So we've got the wife's place and then
His place.
his place.
She was the singer, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the
I
wife's
say
place.
band first,
Yeah, the band seems like the.
since they'll be, inebriated as account of it's a bar.
Yeah.
And what's the likelihood the band is the band or cultists? I mean, it depends on whether they're producers or cultists, the band or cultists. I mean, we could go by and stake out that guy's house, and if they ever show up again to find him, we could follow them to their thing.
Or we could just find them, show them out, and go, "Hey, we're on your team." That's a joke.
Yeah, we don't know if the mouths are, "Hey, I'm on your team," or "you've been marked as the enemy."
Yeah, I don't. Not a thing I want to gamble.
Also, I don't have one, and I'm not going to get one if I can stop it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But yes, I say we go and have a look at the band.
All right. So, you try the La Paz. So, night. Are you going straight there for now? Night time.
Wait, what was that? We're going to go
Are
straight there.
you going straight there? It's night time. It's not too late at night.
True enough, we can do that.
I think so. I mean, if it's a night, they'll be there drinking, I assume. So
If they're there, they'll have been there for a while, we can hope.
I'll make sure to give the man back his gun and his bullets.
He already left.
At high
I
speed.
make sure
You can forward them to the hotel.
I make sure he left with his gun and bullets.
All right. So, it's a bit of a dive. It's a old building, little more than a row of adobe plaster columns, like clay roof, shuttered windows, but you can hear music coming from inside. There's a steady stream of drunken, happy people going in and out. People, what you expect from a restaurant. There's also a nice smell. It seems to have a cantina attached. Does seem to be, tortillas, stuff like that. So you should be tacos. It actually tells me what food you got. You can order.
I am definitely trying some of the food.
Yeah. So there's the music going on. A three-man band is playing for a female vocalist. They seem to be singing like popular folk songs and traditional songs. It's not pop music, but it seems to be everyone's enjoying it. You've been given the names of the band members as well.
Band members and so forth. All right. Well, then, can we point it? We don't got description. Did we get description of these guys first?
You got some useful
All right, then
sounds.
well, we unfortunately have no. The only man who could gain congenial. We need to deploy the priest. Go forth and carouse.
Yeah, I definitely am doing that. I will ask the barkeep who the band is.
Oh, the band. Yeah. Well, we've got Elena here. He points to a young woman who's she's sitting exactly.
Now, the band who's currently playing. These guys are pretty good. Who are they?
Oh, they're just some local lads.
Oh, okay. They come here every day?
A few times a week. We tend to cycle through with the other bars. No one wants to listen to the same music every night.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. So you asking about for the names of the people from the...
Yeah, I'm asking who's playing now on the off chance that it happens to be our guys. And that's a lot less suspicious than just saying to the barkeep, hey, where are these guys?
So you talking to the barmaid?
Yeah, talking to the barkeep.
Yeah, the band's made up of four men? Javier, Hector, Pedro, and Hernando. Pay them nightly, mostly in food and drink. They bring in a younger crowd, hip cats, stuff like that. They find the place authentic. They lived in fear. Feel.
Ah, yeah, authentic, yeah.
Yeah.
You get a few of those in the home country.
Yeah. But apart from that, not really much I can tell you about them. In and out. But there's a young woman who's sitting at the bar who's kind of been reading. She's been reading a book, but she's kind of perks up when you start hearing. It's like, oh, you looking for the lads?
I've heard they're pretty good. I mean, I'm here, well, not just for the music, but I know a guy who knows a guy who's always looking for up and comers.
Yeah, you won't find them around here at the moment. They've gone to the ground. Something about the Tessia. This woman they've been doing some playing for got them terrified.
Ah, I see.
I don't know what her and her husband are doing to the poor boys, but they're afraid to play for her. But also afraid to turn it down. Yeah, I think the whole band's going to be at a party I'm going to tomorrow night. Old building in Carrican. You want to meet me here and we can walk you down.
Sounds like a trip.
All right, yeah. See you tomorrow then.
All right.
All right. So yeah, you've got a date for that.
57-year-old walks into a bar in Mexico, walks out with a date.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know how to
22-year-old.
play it.
Shame I'm a priest.
Yeah, she doesn't know that yet.
Wait, maybe I'm a Protestant. They can get married.
All right. This was a bit of a mess. Trying to figure out that's the party. So what's your plan now then? You've got till tomorrow night.
Okay, well, frankly, at this point, like, if it's late, actually go and get some sleep. And then the next
Yeah.
morning, we could always try and get in touch with either Brooks or his wife.
From what I gathered in the bar, she seems like trouble. He wasn't mentioned so much.
So what, we check him out first and then deal with her once we've had a little bit more time to prepare?
That sounds like a plan.
All right. So you're going to go look at his penthouse?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Brooks' penthouse. There's always a mansion, isn't there? You've seen quite a lot of
Yeah,
mansions
there
in
always
this.
Always.
The thing is, drug dealing tends to bring in a bit of money.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Right. It's a penthouse. It's at the top of a 10-story brick building in downtown Mexico City. Not far from the post office. There is a lobby with an elevator inside. You want to go that way? Or you think you could do an athletics check to head up through the fire escape?
I don't know, I kind of feel like trying the athletics check just on grounds of the fact I feel like the elevator shaft is going to be probably leading somewhere we don't want to get seen.
Wait, what athletic checks?
So it's an athletics check you said to go up the fire escape, right?
Yeah.
Either that or just go up the elevator. I'd rather try the athletics check.
I
might be a
mean,
little
I'm
risky.
getting Final Fantasy VII flashbacks.
Huh?
I mean, if the
See,
We
Darren
don't
gets it.
have any Phoenix Downs. We're completely out of high
I
potions.
scramble up the fire escape.
And none of you guys have a single weapon with a materia slot.
What are
I-
all these words?
Am I muted? I didn't mute my
No,
mute.
you're
No,
not.
no. He had every word in that sentence, but none of them. Every word in that sentence was English, but he didn't understand what they meant.
I understood the reference completely and continued it.
You didn't continue it very well, to be fair.
Anyway, I jump up, scramble up. Is there a thing I need to unlock up here?
Yes. There will be a window that will need a little bit of jimmying.
I will Charlie the window.
Jimmy, get up here. There's a window.
Hey.
Anyway, Serpentis, the reference is that in Final Fantasy VII, at one point you have to either climb a shitload of stairs or take an elevator.
Right.
And in the
Climbing
parody,
a shitload of stairs is quieter, but no one is happy by the end of it.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Context is
Can we have a
It's
stealth
literally
check?
like 60-something floors.
stealth check, you say?
oh, I can do that.
But no, yep. So it's stealth check. You can piggy back, but
All right, just
I
so
do-
don't, you don't grandfather me, just grandfather the other two.
All right, then
I
I
have
guess.
stealth of my own.
Right.
So basically, just grandfather. There you go.
I just gotta do. Well, who do I need a grandfather?
the priest.
All right, I'll grandfather the grandfather.
I can't even climb up there. I don't have athletics.
But still a
I
check.
will-
You can still make a roll.
Can we grandfather the athletics roll to get him up there?
Duty calls.
We essentially
Yeah, you could grandfather me up there.
Winch him up.
Yeah, I'll spend a couple to
We
grandfather
do-
him up on the
Just,
athletics.
Have you
just give me
seen
give me a place to put my foot.
Have you seen the thing where the four guys go up the sheer wall on the 10-foot, like the 20-foot high sheer like cliffside where they just like make a human pyramid and everything else like that, and then just
Mhm.
make a human ladder and shit.
Yeah.
Tullius, would you hold this large large wooden case? Thank you. Just hand it up to me. There we go.
Right. So you reach the top. You jump onto the roof, and you're onto a rooftop patio with plenty of bird coops.
I guess the stealth is to not alert the birds.
Yeah, and to stop rattling the fire escape.
All right. Well, we'll jimmy the door and open and enter through the window, I guess.
Well, the thing you've noticed with the bird coops is they're empty.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they used to, like recently, like is there feathers, or they just no one just like they had no birds in there for a
Yep,
while?
there's feathers. Anyone got biology?
Yes. Wait. No.
No, you lost it.
Wait. No. I was going to, but I didn't.
Damn. Okay.
Is biology even a skill?
It's an
Academic.
academic, yeah.
Academic.
That's weird. There it is. I missed it.
It's the only B skill.
Yeah, that was why I missed it. Went straight
Forensics.
from art history to cryptography because it's just the one and it's shorter than the ones around it. In any case, no. I do have medicine though.
Doesn't help in this case.
Damn.
The birds did not die.
Jimmy, do you have forensics? Yes, you do.
Yes,
You're,
sorry.
you're the cop. You better.
The academic. Apologies. Yes, I have a point in forensics.
That's it. It's not a spend. So, the birds were about crow-sized, looking at the size of the doors. Simple wood, unfinished wood and chicken wire. Probably about a third of the space up here is for coops. Lots of birds. And the patio is filthy. As you'd expect for someone that's got lots of birds.
Yeah, as like underneath a birding. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are quite mature birds then, if not say crow-sized.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like they've died of any peculiar cause, or are they just like starved to
They're
death?
just empty.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is
should
a
have
smell
biology.
which you recognise. Carrion.
Oh boy.
That's not a good smell.
Is it coming from inside or is it coming from the patio?
It's generally from the patio, inside the boxes.
All right, I'm gonna slowly just walk over and look in nearest box. I'm guessing it's a dead bird.
I'm guessing it's a
no,
moth.
it seems to be empty. Yep, there were birds. There were no birds. Fortunado. You notice carved into the wood, underneath the stains and random markings, are symbols. It's possible someone was attempting to cast spells on the birds.
So they're using the birds to cast spells?
Casting spells, they carve symbols into the bird cages.
What the? Good thing I don't have this wouldn't be a mythos or anything else like that to get an idea what's going on. So
No. That's just a cult.
oh, I have a cult.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. It's you who spotted it.
Okay. Then.
No one's got chemistry, pharmacy.
You have some mythos on tap.
Yeah.
Our chemistry / pharmacy people are all vanished because of tenure.
No,
I mean, I'm still here.
Tullius has got pharmacy. You recognise nectar. the smell of nectar,
Oh joy!
which seems to have been packed into. Do you know those grain feed things you get?
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh.
were feeding the birds nectar.
Yeah, so it seems to have been like instead of where you use honey to like pack a load of seeds together,
They were
they're using
Oh,
nectar.
They were
good.
using
Nice.
They were using nectar as a pack. Oh my god!
That's gross.
Yep.
They're using it as a binding agent. That is no, please, no, God, no.
Doped
That's what
up
we're here for, lad.
All right.
Doped up birds to practice magic on. Interesting pastime.
Oh,
I suppose we should go in.
Yeah. Fortunato, if you don't mind. I assume the door is locked.
Oh, yes. Give me one moment as
Yeah.
I pull out. I take my wrist. I pull out the length of cord and everything, and start working the lock.
your well-used lockpicks pretty much just pop out, clink clink. Locksmith
My
is
hand
one of
went
those
over-
needed skills, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yes, locksmith is very much one of those. Every door, more doors are locked than they are not locked.
Mm-hmm.
All right, pops open, and from the patio,
Power.
you enter a kitchen. It's a very bare, basic kitchen. Minimum of necessary utensils, no appliances apart from a plate, a stove, an ice box, no blender.
No smell of nectar.
Nope, not in here. Pretty normal looking. What do you call it?
Kitchen,
Yeah,
study, like miniature, like apartment-esque food, kitchen dining combo.
yeah.
I'm like, is this like an apartment or is it like a second-story flat? You like
It's a penthouse apartment, so a series of rooms at the very top of the building.
Okay. Man, we can't. Well, we went up high, did we not?
10 stories.
Athletics check.
That's why it was an athletics
Yes,
check.
that's why we.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the fact that we were needed to
No,
like
it's
do.
less that we're having to climb and more that we're climbing a very long way.
Okay.
That's why I needed one of you to carry my box.
Anyway, so we got upstairs. We're here.
Yep.
We're in the kitchen. We're in this little bungalow kitchen thing, penthousey bits.
Yep.
Yes.
There's another room that leads to a hallway.
No gun. No guns, Mr. Policeman. We had to do this with quietly.
That opens out into a living room. Again, it's basically much a pair of sofas, a cabinet radio, a high-end record player, and that's about it. Further exploration of the flats leads you to realise there's not really much here. There's a bedroom, furnished for two, lamps, side tables, closet half full of man's clothes, half full of women's clothing.
But it seems like no one has been here for a bit.
No, and it's bare. There's no pictures on the walls. There's no mementos. Very much a place to crash rather than somewhere you live.
And it's a bit weird that someone would make a fucking penthouse a quote unquote place to crash.
What you do notice, though, Fortunato, with your wonderful architecture,
Yes.
is that the walls don't quite match up.
Someone has made a false room.
Yeah.
I will roll to see hidden doors. I don't see a hidden door. Okay, is it possible to find where see the walls don't match up. They probably either bricked over or hidden a doorway.
A little bit more walking around, you'll realise that the kitchen is about half the size it should be.
Okay then. Do I will I will look for in the kitchen for what maybe a latch or lever. Failing that, there's always busting the wall down. I knock on the wall. Is it like made of something? Is it made of drywall or what?
It sounds fairly solid. Right. But wandering outside, you notice that there's a bricked up portal outside with something that's concealed but hinges in a latch.
So someone bricked something up, and so wait. So someone there was a door here, and they bricked it up, and they.
And then they've kind of put in another door that looks like the bricked up bit.
Alright, then.
It looks like just a bricked up wall, but it's actually they've left a bit they can
Get in through.
yeah.
All right, then I will attempt to a lockpick, or is it locked?
No, it is sealed.
Like sealed as in
We got
it is,
mechanical repair anywhere.
I have.
All right, you'll be able to find like the latch in this for 1 point spend.
Mechanical repairs a general, but I'll happily only spend.
Yeah, it says 1 point mechanical repair spend.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you can you don't have to roll. You can just take points from mechanical repairs, I guess.
And yeah, you think it's going to take two of you to push on this?
All right.
I'll let you more athletic-y people take care of this. I'm a little out of breath.
Sure. I will get in.
All right.
Suddenly I remember I'm going to have to go down those stairs.
I will go in as well, I guess,
Alright.
and help out.
You put your weight on and break the latch, and the door will swing open. Well, I say door, it's more like a little crawly hole.
And insanity checks?
Not yet.
So
Yeah.
many sanity checks.
Just checking.
Checking for sanity.
Sanity? What's that?
Thing you
Just
have.
What is that? I lost so much of it last session.
Sanity or stability?
Both.
No.
Alright. So,
Last session did not go well for Jimmy's poor brain.
As any session.
Yeah,
will-
usually Jimmy's never actually dropped below like -2. This time he really went below that.
alright, so inside is a shrine.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This was originally, like, the architecture would tell, like, Fortunado that this was originally a study or a den, but it's been sealed off and redesigned. Along one wall is a simple altar of polished marble, set on a wooden sideboard. And then in front of it, set as some kind of offering, that's way of saying it, is a copy of this record, basically. It's a copy of the original Luz record that you want you listen to. There's other things knocking around. There's a sheet of Spanish lyrics for a new song. If Genial looks over it, it's a hackneyed thing like love flying like a bird, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll take a look if anyone
Yeah,
invites me in.
it's not going to be a world bestseller.
Mhm.
There's a single dose vial of nectar, with half melted candles. An orange stain on the wall above the altar, which I think Fortunado's got art, haven't you?
Yes, I do have art.
You recognise it as a symbolic head and mouth from various Mesoamerican cultures. Jaguars, birds, serpents, painted in nectar, of course.
that's a thing.
Yeah. There's also kind of like words or symbols written on the wall, but you don't really recognise them. There's a expensive wooden desk, expensive looking wooden desk. Mostly empty bookcase with about a dozen books on Mesoamerican art and culture, half a dozen blank books, 3 books on traditional Mexican folk songs, a book stuffed with like handwritten letters. And that's about it for that.
Well,
So
then
we're
that's-
taking the book of letters.
Well, we can't learn it just yet. We have to figure out. Well, it's in Spanish. That means you have to do it, grandfather. Do it.
No, the letters are in English.
Oh, okay then. Well, then I'll take the sanity check and read them through them.
You've got the occult.
All
I
right.
had the occult. I had the Cthulhu Mythos. I might be able to parse it since every other smart person in our group has abandoned us.
No,
All the
Oh,
brains
ju-
keep leaving.
It's just that the smart people who are still here are too smart to do this.
All right.
Look, I gotta season myself with occult knowledge and piety so I can jump into a mouth and have it fail the fucking check.
I'm actually thinking this would be a good time to call it for this week
Yeah, we are.
because we're very close, and going through all this will take a little bit of time.
All right, we'll start next week.
Yeah. So you
Very
found
well.
yourself a cult. You've got a load of information. So yeah, next week we'll do some reveals.
And I do apologize. I'm only basically I was stuck only half listening.
That's fine.
So-
And we've all been a bit distracted this week. I think we're all a bit tired.
Yeah. Well, thankfully the week after next is I have a vacation week, so I need to make
So you'll
sure
be
I
even more tired.
I'll have to confirm that.
Man.
Oh, my thumb stopped reading.
Hey.
Anyway, I gotta move my room into another room to for my roommate because he wants to floor this room. So
That's a lot of rooms.
That's not fun.
Anyway,
I mean, it's easy enough to do. Anyway,
thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next
Indeed.
week.
See you next week, folks.
bye.